Right. So how do you communicate better? Especially when you're coming from a country like India, where English might be your second language, and it might even be your third language. What I've observed is that a lot of people, they tend to use those bridges when you're not speaking, those bridges in between. They use words like yeah, right. Uh, those bridges, they don't seem to really work out. They show a lack of confidence in what you're trying to speak up. And that's what I want to challenge here. If you speak in phrases, and this is one of the most crucial things that I've learned, if you speak in phrases and you get time to think in between, your English automatically seems to be a lot better than what it was or what you think it was. Because getting the time to take pauses in between and then speaking up, it shows a certain sense of maturity on your part. It might not seem like it. It might seem like the other guy is waiting and I'm not speaking, but nobody can speak a lot on the spot. You always need time to think about what you're trying to say, what you're trying to communicate to the other guy, and to be precise and brief at the same time, right? And that requires a certain level of thinking that you need to inculcate in between. So instead of using those abrupt bridge words, try and take pauses in between. One of the best examples for a guy that inculcates this thing is Barack Obama. I mean, obviously his first language is English, and still, because he takes those small pauses in between, whatever he says seems to have a lot more weight attached to it. And that's what you're trying to do, right? You want the other guys, the other people to think whatever you're saying that holds some weight to it. I mean, that's one of the reasons why he was elected to office. The great auditory skills that he possesses. That's not the only thing he does, but it's one of the things that you could focus on to make whatever you're trying to say hold more weight. Gets you some time to think about what you're trying to communicate to the other guy, to the other force, and just basically make your communicating somewhat better. It's a small step, but the effect that it has on what you're trying to say is enormously different. Just try it once and you'll see the difference yourself.